Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. So there's some big rumors going on right now, and I kind of mentioned this a long time ago as like a suggestion that would be cool for J.R. Smith, but there's some rumors going on about J.R. Smith possibly actually going to sign with the New York Knicks instead of with the Cleveland Cavaliers. You guys don't know, supposedly, well, this actually happened. J.R. Smith posted an Instagram. He posted something on Instagram of him. I think he was in Madison Square Garden or something, and he was like, "Brung my ring back to my city," and he had lots of fans behind him. I'm pretty sure it was in Madison Square Garden. I don't remember. I don't know. He posted it like a week or two ago, and everyone's saying, "Oh, he's definitely going back to New York," or "Oh, this or that." But the thing is, I highly doubt he's going back to the New York Knicks. And I remember I made a video about this. Well, I talked about it briefly in one of my other videos, saying it would be awesome if he returned to the New York Knicks. But it's kind of too late unless he wants to take less money. I don't know the exact cap. I don't know exactly what he wants, but I know Cleveland is offering him more than New York is. And, based off of that, it doesn't make sense to, unless, there's like a player a management agreement, like they do sometimes, like, okay, we'll give you less money this year, but then we'll clear up some space and give you more money next year. But the thing is, it's like there's that, but then there's the whole possibility of Derrick Rose not coming back, and if D Rose doesn't come back, there's the possibility of getting Chris Paul, and this is a whole bunch of possibilities. So I don't think it's the best decision for the New York Knicks. In terms of a story, of course, it's amazing. J.R. Smith coming back. He left. Well, they traded him, and he went from one superstar to another. He won a championship with one superstar, and if he comes back and he wins with another superstar, that would be cool. But, not everything is a fairy tale. You know what I mean? Like, in basketball, it's all about economics. That's pretty much all it's about, is economics. And if someone's going to offer you less money, and then there's no guarantee that they're going to give you more, even if they give you like a gentleman's agreement, because there's a possibility for Chris Paul, and then even if Derrick Rose does resign, he's going to be a lot of money, and then you also got freaking Carmelo Anthony, Kristaps Porzingis you have to pay, you know what I mean? So I know Melo's not a free agent next year, but you still have to pay him every single year. So that's what I'm saying when I say, like, okay, there's a big difference between, like a fairy tale and something actually happening. Yes, it would be really cool for it to actually happen. I would really love for Derrick Rose to come, not Derrick Rose, for, for J.R. Smith to come back to the New York Knicks. That would be an epic storyline. However, it's not going to happen. But let's talk about if it does happen. How can that help the New York Knicks? In terms of helping the New York Knicks, it just gives us more depth in our bench. For example, I still think Courtney Lee should start, and J.R. Smith should go back to his 2013 role of being a sixth man, like he was in New York when he won Sixth Man of the Year back in 2013. The reason is because Courtney Lee, it's better to have J.R. Smith come off the bench because he can provide us with that boost. And sometimes when he does explode, it's awesome to have someone that can explode off the bench. Not to have all your full arsenal in your starting lineup, because it's good if they're all superstars, but J.R. Smith is not a superstar. He's not even a top 10 shooting guard in my opinion. So in terms of in terms of managing rotation and minutes and things like that, I still think he should come off the bench if he came back to New York. But again, this is all just speculation. This is all rumors. A couple YouTubers were making videos about it, so I decided why not. I honestly don't think it's gonna happen. It would be really cool though. Like, honestly, as a New York Knicks fan, having J.R. Smith come back with Melo and help Melo win his first championship ring, that would be awesome. But the chances of that happening are slim to none. Like, honestly, it's so slim to none that it's just, there's probably a 0% chance of that happening, because I'm pretty sure New York doesn't even have a lot of cap right now. I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know that there's no way in hell that New York has enough money to give J.R. Smith like $5 million a year or $10 million a year or whatever the hell he wants, $3 million a year, $4 million a year, whatever he wants. I don't see the New York Knicks having that much money right now. Again, I didn't do any research before coming into this video, so I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, just like, if you think about it logically, I don't see them having enough money after Derrick Rose, after Courtney Lee, after Brandon Jennings, after Joakim Noah. That's a lot of money right there. Just Derrick Rose is a lot of money. I know he's not even getting paid that much, but with Carmelo Anthony, and I think Melo's only occupying like 37% of the cap. So You know, maybe it's possible, maybe I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, you know, I don't see it happening. I honestly don't. You know, it's something that's not gonna happen anytime soon. It would be epic, but it ain't gonna happen. Anyway, it's been Steve. I really appreciate all you guys' support. It's been Steve from Basketball with Steve. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Peace out.